Hello people of all faces, my name is Mr. Binoculars and welcome back to 365 Movies. The series where I took a look at one movie every single day for the entire year. And because I did the first movie, it only makes sense to talk about the sequel. This is John Wick, Chapter 2. The story takes place not so long after the first movie, and John Wick is coming after his car. The car that was stolen in the first movie. He gets the car after killing a lot of guards, leading to a very thrilling car sequence. He comes home but the car is damaged. When he goes inside, he buries his gun, seemingly leaving his killing days behind him for good. But later that night, a man named Santino D'Antonio, played by Ricardo Scamarcio, arrives at the doorstep and asks him for a favor. A killing favor. John refuses because he doesn't want to be back, but Santino needs him to come back, so he burns down his house. This makes John angry, but because he came to Santino when he wanted to get out, he took his blood in a marker. These markers are kinda like an oath, only way more complicated. John needs to honor his marker to truly be free. Honoring his marker means that he needs to fulfill a task that the bearer or giver gives him. Yeah, you get the point. John then agrees, so he asks what the job is. Santino wants John to kill his sister Gianna, played by Claudia Gereni, because she is the leader of the Camorra, which is some sort of crime organization. He wants her dead, but can't bring himself to do it, so he asks John to do it. The reason is so he can be the leader himself. John successfully kills Diana, so he's finally free from his marker, but Santino double-crosses him and sets up an open contract of $7 million on him. If he gets killed, whoever killed him gets $7 million. So now John Wick has to fight pretty much everyone in New York, while he tries to go after Santino. As I said in the previous video, I remember it being good, but not exactly how good. And let me just say, it is one of the best sequels of all time. Not only is it better than the original, but it's also bigger, and the ending sets up the third movie, and that movie looks like it's going to be the biggest of them all. This is one of the few sequels that managed to continue the story, expanding the world, and improving on the original. The action is one of the best I have ever seen, and the line delivery is just on point. I forgot to tell you that the first movie feels exactly like a video game, and this one feels even more like a video game. And I mean that in the very best way. As I said, the action is great, but everything else is great too. Everything to the acting, the shots and camera angles, to the way this movie feels. It all feels great. This isn't just one of the best sequels ever made, it is one of the best action movies ever made. If you like the first one, you'll love this one. This movie is one you almost need to see, but you need to watch the first movie first. I love this movie, and I can't wait to revisit the third movie and review it for you. So when you have time and find this movie and have already seen the first one, give this one a look. You will not be disappointed.